we have CM Punk. A lot of people calling this his best promo since his return to WWE. I find that interesting. CM Punk promised to make Drew McIntyre bleed inside Hell in a Cell, that he's willing to die to do so. What do you think about this, Putty? Like, we're getting part 3 of this in the Hell in a Cell. How is it going to end up, man? Is this it? Is this over? Is this how the rivalry ends?
Yeah, it has to be. Most often
Has
than
to be,
not.
right?
Third match, Hell in a Cell. Doing an old school or Hell in a Cell. Hell in a Cell pays off a feud instead of just being a random pay-per-view. Which are a lot of critiques of having a Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. I would assume CM Punk wins here. Because I don't think
Is this another one? Is this another one you don't know?
I would assume, I guess, if I'm saying I'm assume, I don't think loss here hurts Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre is electrically hot right now. Everyone knows CM Punk's going to move on to Seth Rollins when he comes back, if not going into WrestleMania season. It's going to be a hell, no pun intended, hell of a match. And those two guys in that, the Four Corners strap match is awesome. These two guys have matches individually are awesome. Together, they're magic.
These matches between them in the storyline, it's been, for WWE standards, violent.
Yeah. And long. Again, Drew McIntyre said in his promo at his house, which is a great job, great use of social media, because he doesn't get to be on the show to make waves. He had to carry this feud for 7 months by himself, and he did. This feud had been building since January. And here we are entering October.
And even before that, man, when Drew McIntyre's response when CM Punk's music first hit at Survivor Series, people have been talking about that ever since.
That was a seed being planted. And then got at the Royal Rumble and saying, I prayed for this. Just here we are. And it hasn't gotten stale, hasn't gotten boring. We've been hooked ever since. And here we are, 8 months later? 9 months later? Very entertaining. It's going to be a great feud. This promo, I think people are not wrong saying it's the best promo since being back.
You think so? Okay.
He has great promos against Drew McIntyre, against Seth Rollins, but this is probably the longest, most uninterrupted one he's had. Most of these promos, he's been interrupted by somebody, those reactions he has with memes and GIFs. He wasn't interrupted here. It was just him talking nonstop to the camera, to Drew, for what was it, like 5-8 minutes? It's probably one of the best promos he's had since he's been back. I agree.
Wow.
Not my favorite, but one of the best, yes.
Interesting. No, definitely solid work. Definitely be taken serious here. And the wording that you choose, it makes you seem like we haven't seen anything yet between these two, which says a lot because we've seen a lot between them. I know in AEW standards, it's kind of child's play, considering the shit they go through in their PLEs. But I expect this to be a brutal, violent match where I wouldn't be surprised if both men take off afterwards.
Yeah, I believe that. Depends. Hopefully everyone comes out safe. No injuries.
That's what I was about to say. Hopefully no injuries. Hopefully everyone's safe.
And maybe no hypodermic needles. That'd be great.
There definitely won't be. I don't see WWE approving that. That shit's wild.
This is going to be a barn burner. Maybe match of the year contender.
Is that the expectation?
I would imagine so. I mean, if you're building this rivalry, the payoff. Yeah. Look at what fucking Cody and Seth did in Hell in a Cell. And he was hurt.
Yeah.
These two guys healthy, knock on wood.
And that was it considered match of the year, or was it was a contender for sure?
I think that was my match of the year, yeah. A lot of people's. This might be a match of the year. Payoff to the feud. Hopefully both men are healthy, both men leave healthy.
Especially CM Punk, because of his injury history, especially later on. I mean, he's older. He had three major injuries back to back, pretty much.
I know two. I don't know about the third one, but probably knowing him.
Like, hopefully he comes out all right. Doesn't do anything crazy. I feel like he's smarter now. I feel like those injuries that he had were flukes, except for the one where he dove off the ramp at AEW into the fans. You saw it right away. Like, oh yeah, he's hurt.
Yeah, he won't be doing an edge here. He won't be jumping from the top of the cage, landing on his feet to break his leg in twos. Yeah, I think it'd be more smart. Drew is smart. Both want us to come out of this tip-top shape. Very exciting. Very must-see match. Match of the year contender,
Totally,
like I said.
totally. I hopefully that main event. Although I don't know. It's gonna be good. It's a good card. It's a good card.